For my reasons, of course. Yeah, he needs to be free. He don't need to be locked up. So I hope they free him as well. I hope they free him as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story, another crazy story. Lil Durk, they got him. They got him. He's getting comfortable being behind the bars. Here's what he said. I'll let you know what I think in a second. Unbelievable.
I'm trying to learn how to speak Arabic again. Wait, how you learn that? Like, how do you get to learn that? They got classes? You said, I can't hear you. Do they got classes for that? Or you just... No, it's a couple guys here that know how to speak Arabic fluently. So I'm just learning the different words and tighten up my Arabic. Just getting my knowledge together for real.
So that's what's going on, Lil Durk, right now. He's saying he's learning Arabic. It's fair to say that Lil Durk, he made up his mind, say they got me. I'm never coming out. That's what it sounds like to me. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But either way, think about that. He's basically accepting prison. Don't forget, once you're locked up, you don't have much to do except to sit there. All these gangsters go out of their way to commit crimes just to go sit down and decide to indulge in other things. So Lil Durk, he decided to indulge in learning Arabic. He said he's Muslim now. Imagine that. So since he's Muslim now, I mean, I'm not Muslim, I don't know. But I'm quite certain that in most faiths, if you commit a crime, you should be punished for it. I'm quite certain about that. Imagine that. Imagine having a religion where you commit a crime like what he's been accused of, which is unaliving somebody, and not suffering the consequences that comes along with it. So I don't know. Maybe Lil Durk is saying, you know what? I'm ready to accept responsibility for my actions if he did it. You know, because I'm trying to figure out is, imagine committing crimes, unaliving people, and you're a religious person, and you don't expect any type of consequences comes along with it. That just seems so strange. So that's what's going on with Lil Durk right now. He have to admit he seems sad. He really does. He said he's not even thinking about what's going on in the outside world anymore, which he shouldn't. Because there's a good chance he might not ever see what the outside world looks like again. Imagine that. He's not the only one. A whole lot of these criminals right here are never going to see what the outside world looks like ever again. Just so happens, Lil Durk, he's famous. You know? He's not saying in this interview, you know what? Man, this is all BS. It's all made up. He's not saying anything like that. Only thing he's doing is learning how to speak Arabic. That's it. So that's what's going on with Lil Durk right there. So hopefully, he's trying to get bail. But at the same time, he says he's not thinking about the outside world. So it's one of those things right there. Believe it or not, I think Lil Durk should stay behind the bars for at least 10 to 15 years. The reason why I say that, because I believe if he comes out anytime before that, it might be too dangerous for Lil Durk out here. I could be wrong, but maybe not. Because individuals, they're not going to be able to trust him anymore. Because they're going to say, you know what? I know if I do anything across this path, he might put a hit out on me. I'm just talking, that's it. That's what I'm saying. I think it's best for Lil Durk to lay low, at least for 10 to 15 years. If he comes out right now, he try to do shows, you know, he probably not going to be able to survive that show, if you know what I mean. Don't forget, Lil Durk, he used to always rap about, you know what? He pop up at your show if he got to, if he's looking for you. Imagine that. I'm not saying anybody's looking for Lil Durk right now. I'm just saying, is being locked up the best thing for Lil Durk right now? I think so. But you know what? It doesn't really matter what I think. But Mama Duck, so you know what? Lil Durk, he should be free. He should be free. The reason why he should be free, because Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. That's what she's saying. She said, free that man until he gets his time in court. Because him being locked up right now, he can't make no money. Imagine that. He can't make no money locked up. That's what Mama Duck is saying. Free that guy right there. Imagine that.
Where's the ain't no motherfuckers that look, let me get this out the way. I'm not hating on nobody that want their people free. Okay?
Free that man right there. Free that man right there. I mean, I have to admit, being free will be a good thing for Lil Durk, but it's not going to change the fact that he committed a sin, allegedly, and he's a religious person. Is there any type of responsibility that comes along with separating somebody from their families, their loved ones? I believe so. Is Lil Durk going to say, you know what? If he did it, is he going to say, you know what? I accept all responsibility that came along with the sin that I committed. I'm willing to spend the rest of my life in jail if I have to, at least 30 years. Imagine that. Believe it or not, that'd be a good thing for him. Imagine that. So that way, if he's a very religious person, if he pays for his sins on this, side of the, this side of the earth, this side of life, you know what I mean? Then maybe the next side of life, he will be rewarded and forgiven. I don't know. I'm just talking. That's it. I'm not that religious. I'm just talking. But either way, Lil Durk said he's practicing Arabic. Imagine that. I mean, is Lil Durk practicing Arabic because maybe when he gets out, he's going to want to go on the run to a country where they mainly speak Arabic? I don't know. Something to think about, though. He said he wants to be fluent. Is Lil Durk going to start rapping in Arabic? I don't know. I'm just talking. But either way, he said he's locked up right now with some individuals who can speak fluent Arabic. And they're his friends, I guess. Imagine that. So I'm quite certain the more of the Quran that Lil Durk reads, the more he's going to realize that when he was out here, he was living such a bad life. He really was. I'm just talking. Don't forget, he used to promote a lot of violence in his music. And that's against his religion. It really is. I don't know too much, but I do know that. I heard A.R.Rap say, you know what? I shouldn't be rapping about these crimes. I shouldn't be rapping about all these drugs I'm selling, but I do it. It's against my religion. He was Muslim too, imagine that. But he said, you know what, I'm doing it anyways. So Lil Durk, the more he reads the Quran, I'm assuming, the more he's going to realize that he was living a very sinful lifestyle. I'm just talking. He has about, how many children does he have? I don't know. Children out of wedlock, all type of things. That's against his faith. I'm just talking, that's it. He's a brand new man now. Believe it or not, it's one of those things right there. But either way, that's good. A lot of these individuals, for whatever reason, when they go behind the bars, they want to become Muslims. I don't know why. He was practicing before. But right now, he's going all in. I wonder why. Believe it or not, sometimes it's a game. It's a gimmick. To come off as a better person than you really are. To try to trick people. Have them think you're a changed man. Have them think you found religion. Have them think that you really believe in something besides destruction, chaos, violence, and everything else Lil Durk was being accused of. It's crazy. Don't forget what he's being charged with. He's not there for no reason at all. He's there for doing the worst of the worst. He's there for doing something that he wouldn't want done unto himself, I'm quite certain. What does the future hold for Lil Durk? No one knows. But only thing we do know, he's learning Arabic. He said he wants to become fluent in it. I'm assuming he's going to start rapping in it. I don't know. Or is he going to go on a run to an Arabic country when he gets out? I don't know. One of those things. So I'm assuming Lil Durk is going to start growing a beard soon. Imagine that. Lil Durk's going to have to grow his beard. I'm trying to figure out he's going to color it blonde or not. I'm just talking. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just talking. He could color it purple. Orange. I don't know. I've seen that done before. But that's what's going on, Lil Durk, right now. Not only that, he said he's not thinking about what's going on in the outside world. He's only focused on what's going on inside. And what I got from that, he's basically saying, you know what? I know I'm going to be here for a little while. So you know what? I'm going to try to be as comfortable as possible. Is that what he's thinking? I don't know. He said he's not communicating with anybody in the outside. He just focused on his family. He said he doesn't want to know anything what's going on the outside. Imagine that. I'm assuming that he doesn't want to hear any more bad news about himself and his name being involved in it. I'm assuming that probably has a role to do with it too. I don't know. I'm just talking. Unbelievable. I'm not trying to be funny any way, shape, or form. I'm really not. Because it's really unfortunate. Because Lil Durk, he said he's a family man. He's not a deadbeat dad. So unfortunate that the fact all these months, it might be years, he's spending away from his family. I'm quite certain that's the part that really hurts, believe it or not. A lot of individuals, yeah, you're in the streets, you can do your crime. Yeah, I do my crime. Yeah, I go do my time. But when you think about your family, especially your kids, he's a father, especially being a loving father, I'm assuming it's going to eat you up inside. Because you're going to want to know, you're going to want to make sure that they're okay. Because you know the world's a brutal place out there. He should know better than most. I'm quite certain that's what's really eating Lil Durk up the most. He say he's stuck in a box. He don't have much to do but learn how to speak Arabic. Don't forget, a lot of these criminals, I said, they go out of their way to commit crimes just to go sit down. I mean, I guess sometimes they could probably come out their cells and do other things for a few minutes. Imagine that. They get about 10-minute phone conversations. Imagine that. Believe it or not, it seems like it's more difficult being locked up than to be free. So much more rules you have to go through. Imagine that. Are there rules in a free society? I'm quite certain they are. And one of them, unfortunately, is doing not unalive people. And Lil Durk broke one of those rules. Is Lil Durk going to be able to follow the rules in prison? I don't know. Is Lil Durk going to have to worry about anything bad happening to him in prison? I don't know. But I'm quite certain. I mean, I don't know. He's in the feds. I don't know. There's still a lot of individuals in the feds got money. I was going to say, I mean, some individuals in the feds are poor. Especially the individuals from D.C. Imagine that, those poor individuals. Are they going to go a Lil Durk and pressure him? Say, you know what? I need some money. My kids need some new shoes. Imagine that. They're thinking about their kids while they're locked up. And they're going to say, Lil Durk, don't forget a lot of these individuals, they're fathers. They're locked up fathers. Say, Lil Durk, you going to give me some money, get some shoes for my kids or not? If Lil Durk said no, imagine that. Might turn to a fight. Imagine that. The dude from D.C. say, we know you got it. We know you got it. Unbelievable. So that's what's going on with Lil Durk right now. Only the future knows. I mean, only, no one knows what the future holds. But either way, it's not stopping Lil Durk from getting more religious, from learning how to speak fluent Arabic. I'm quite certain he's going to put out an Arabic rap CD. Imagine that. I'm not going to be able to understand what he's saying. Imagine that. Am I going to be forced to learn Arabic too? Imagine that. Most likely not. I don't have that much free time on my hands. Imagine that. I'm not in that box where Lil Durk is right now. I have more important things. I mean, imagine that. I need to do other things. Imagine that. I'm just talking that shit. So Lil Durk, he's hoping to get out. He's actually hoping to get everything dismissed. But either way, that's what's going on with Lil Durk right there. He's trapped in a box. Not much to do but to learn how to speak Arabic. Focus on his family. That's it. Unbelievable. Hopefully, somebody will learn from Lil Durk. Say, you know what? I'm not going to go out of my way to go to jail, prevent myself from making all this money. Just for a silly reason. I mean, did Lil Durk need to commit the crimes that he did? If he did it, I don't know if he did it. But they got him there. I mean, It's one of those things, right? Is Lil Durk gonna say I'm an innocent man and you had me locked up for no reason at all? And you know what? I lost out on so many shows, and you know what? I need to be compensated. Imagine that. Is he gonna say that? I don't know. That'd be unbelievable, though. So that's what's going on with Durk Banks right there. They got him locked up in the feds like Big Durk. He's trying to humble himself. Have to admit, he sounds old in the voice. Imagine that. I have to admit, I'm quite certain that he grew up so fast in such a short period of time. Being around the wild animals. I mean, I wouldn't say wild animals. Some of them are. Imagine that. I don't know a lot. The only thing I do know, they got Lil Durk.